Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Top of the morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. Back to our old location. I've been relocated. I got all kind. Oh no, dudes, I got it. I got all kinds of intruders in the house this morning. It's a lot happening. That girl's home from college. I guess now new college is different. You don't stay in college. You just go and you come back every 10 to 15 minutes. So she's back. I'm in a new location. It's a lot. Welcome, of course, to See You in the Morning. I am your host, Cletus Cassidy. What See You in the Morning is my horrible idea to get up in the morning and just, go over whatever's on my brain. It's not hair, but it's a lot of other stuff. So I discuss all of that right here in a public forum, give y'all too much information. It's TMI in the morning. And it's good. So if this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've watched this before and you found it not robbery to come back and watch again, I really appreciate you and all the things that you do. First thing I do on this show, man, is I speak to people. If I'm not sleeping with you, I'm speaking with you. And so I got to go back and give shout outs to those who speak to me. The first three people who speak to me get an M&M, a mythical medal. It's just something that goes in. It's nothing that you can put your hands on physically, but you won. It gives you the feeling of accomplishment, and that's for the first three people that speak to me in the morning. So the bronze medal this morning goes to the Reverend Dr. Pope Calvin J. Hill Sr., an amazing Pope, an amazing doctor, amazing pastor. He's a Reverend Dr. Pastor Pope. He's a big man with a small dog. It always throws you off. I've always been confused by large men with little dogs. I think that your dog should match your body size. If you're a big person, you should probably have a big dog. The bigger the person, the bigger the dog. I see a lot of little people with big dogs, big people with small dogs, and it throws me off. Your dog don't match. Your dog don't match your life outfit. It just doesn't, but it's okay. So if you want a Chihuahua, that's on you. The teacup Yorkie, and it's crazy because the bigger the dog, it seems like big dogs will cost more. Big dogs, we'll talk about that later. I'm giving out medals right now. Bronze goes to Pope Calvin J. Hill. Coming in silver, Miss M&M, Michelle McKinney, also known as Miss Every Day. I saw what you put up there, Miss Every Day. And then gold goes to Crystal Sex Appeal. So our gold is Crystal, silver, Michelle, Calvin with the bronze, and coming in right underneath. Almost medal, didn't quite make it. Melissa Kuther like Luther, good morning. Ida's here, Katrina, Wilberta, Kim Cat Jones, PP, Patricia Pippin, Wilberta with a double good morning. She said hi to me and hi to everybody else. Tanya, good morning. Trouble is in the building. Lisa, just like candy. Ow. The Pride of North Carolina, Courtney Weston Murphy. Big Steve in the building. Calvin said, back up off my dog. Hey, you got to say it for the dog. When you got a small dog, you got to tell people to back up off your dog. You got a little dog, everybody roll up on your dog. You got a Doberman pencil, nobody rolls up on your dog. You got a bull, you got a pit bull, nobody rolls up on your dog. German Shepherd, they leave your dog alone. Little dog, people try to touch it. The Lisa's in the building. Yvette, Charnel, all in the building this morning. Sheila's in the building. Lynette's in the building with a happy Friday. Look at you overachieving. Got the Friday in all caps. That's how you come in. That's how you come in the morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. That's what your thing said. It said your post says good morning. Happy Friday. Friday. So just real quick today on Friday, I've never been the type of person to say I told you so, unless I told you so. And if I ever tell you so, I'm gonna have it on record. Now, I can't talk but so much trash about the Washington Commanders because the Washington Commanders found a way to defeat my Denver Broncos. But last night, the Washington Commanders winning the FedEx Field, their own home stadium, with all the letters that there are in the alphabet, the variety of letters in the alphabet, they went in and grabbed L. They took an L. They took an L, and I told people that the Bears were going to win. The Bears had not won a game all season, and I was like, the Bears are going to win this game, and people didn't believe me. That's why you got to watch my Tuesday night sports show because I make these predictions. I say these things out loud, and I said the Bears were going to win. In case you don't believe me, to quote the great Negro poet Bruno Mars, don't believe me, just watch. First game, nobody cares about, but we'll pick it anyway. Bears and Commanders.
You already know the Commanders, we coming for it.
Pause.
Commanders win Thursday night.
Hey, that's an ugly game. Commanders. Jeez.
Hey man, I got Justin Fields and the Bears. They can't go 0-5, can they?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears. I picked the Bears. I picked the Bears early, and I was right. Go the Bears. So the Bears win last night. My condolences to all other Commander fans. I think the saddest part of that game for me, though, was not that the Bears won, but there was more Bear fans at that game than there was Commander fans. The Bear fans really came out. The Bear fans traveled. They were an 0-4 team on the road, and they had more fans. Shout out to Bear fans. If you are a Bear, listen, ladies, if you worried about getting into a relationship with a man that's not going to leave you, get in with a Bear fan. The Bears go into it every year with absolutely no chance of winning, and they fans don't go nowhere. That is dedication. Find you a Bear fan, lady. If they support a losing team like the Bears, then they're going to support you for life. I'm going to love you for life. And they're not going to be as worrisome as Cowboy fans. That's the best of both worlds. They're going to be dedicated, but they're not going to act like a Cowboy fan. And that's what makes life special. All right. So now that we got that out the way, I really want to go over some things. Yesterday, on my drive back from picking my daughter up from college, she's down at University of North Carolina, Greensboro. Those who don't know, she always says stuff like, "I know my parents love me, stand behind me, come what may." She knew that she was ready when she finally heard me say that it's a different world than where she comes from. But coming back, my daughter doesn't stay awake in the car. You can just go ahead and hang that up. She's not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be blessed with her staying awake. It's just not. It has nothing to do with anything in life. It's just a fact. She's not going to stay awake in the car. So when she goes to sleep, I'm left to my own devices. Now, it's kind of fun being in the car by yourself, driving around. But sometimes I get bored. So I started making some wild posts yesterday, just some stuff that I wanted to talk about. And I didn't know that it was going to become so controversial. So two of my posts that I put yesterday really, really went to a controversial level. And I feel like we should talk about them. I feel like we got to discuss those two posts, if nothing else. And so I'm going to share those with y'all. Man, we're going to go ahead and we're gonna talk about it. Delisa said her son's a diehard Bears fan. Delisa, your son is a good man. He's a good man. He's gonna be great in the relationship. He's gonna be great. Let's point this out. Dear everybody, baked ziti and baked spaghetti are the same thing. Baked ziti and baked spaghetti are the same thing. There's so many of y'all out there living a different life, acting like ziti and spaghetti are two different things. Baked ziti, baked spaghetti, same thing. And I put it on the baked spaghetti because on the stove spaghetti is one thing. Baked spaghetti is a completely different thing. Let me tell y'all something about spaghetti. First of all, spaghetti creates its own controversy. Spaghetti needs no sides. So you go some places and they eat stuff with the side with their spaghetti, fish and spaghetti. Spaghetti is a standalone meal. Let's discuss that first and foremost. Spaghetti is a standalone meal. It needs nothing else with it. If you've made your spaghetti correctly, spaghetti's got everything you need in it. It's got your starch, it's got your fruits, it's got your vegetables, it's got your protein, all of it together. Now, I go either way with how you do your spaghetti. You can eat your spaghetti in a bowl or on a plate. Now, most people now here's something I'm gonna throw out, and I need people to understand. You shouldn't be able to drink your spaghetti. You might be able to have a salad, but it ain't necessary. Shouldn't be able to drink your spaghetti. First of all, spaghetti sauce consistency. You should like your spaghetti like you like your women, rich and thick. That's how it should be, rich and thick. Tell them again, Mr. Battle. Spaghetti is not soup. I hate when people got a whole lot of little running spaghetti juice and it's light red. I don't need that. I need it thick and bold like the blood of Jesus. Your spaghetti should be thick. All right? That's the first thing. I don't care what it is. I don't like when people make their spaghetti and it ain't nothing but little. If you gonna have a spaghetti with meat in it, I don't care if it's ground turkey, if it's sausage, if it's beef, whatever you put in there. That it needs to be thick. If I make my spaghetti and some people be like, it's too thick. First of all, I do that for on purpose because I want you to say that because I'm childish. When I serve you the spaghetti, I want you to be like, oh my God, it's too thick. Yes, that's my thing. The sauce is gonna be thick. I'm gonna have robust pieces of vegetables, whatever vegetables I put in there. Usually, I go with the holy trinity of a little bit of garlic, some green pepper, some onions, some mushroom, but it's gonna be thick, meaty, whatever I got in there. You're gonna get all of that. Second of all, people, let me just bust some bubbles in here. The noodles should already be in spaghetti only day 2. I'm gonna say it again for people who don't listen well. I don't want your spaghetti day 1 already combined. Understand what I'm saying? If the spaghetti is already combined, it better be day 2. This better be leftover spaghetti. This is what lets me know the spaghetti is leftover spaghetti. I should only on day 2 should they be combined. Once you decide to store the spaghetti, you can store the spaghetti and leftover noodles together. Generally speaking, I try to make only enough noodles for that one particular serving so we don't have this. People who spaghetti, they got it. If you must work for Chef Boyardee. If you already got your spaghetti and sauce mixed together, you must work for Chef Boyardee. You're childish. I need you to be an adult and separate the two. Noodles with the topping of spaghetti. When I sit to eat, then I stir it up. People who have this, people, oh no, I put all my spaghetti, my noodles together. Blah, blah. No, you're childish. Be an adult, okay? Have some responsibility. Have some dignity about yourself. But you don't want to have dignity. That's not what you want. You want your spaghetti and your noodles all in the same thing. It's ridiculous. Okay? Don't do it. That's the first thing. First thing. Must off the top. Now, people have gone to doing baked spaghetti. Now, I've had some people be like, what is baked spaghetti? Baked spaghetti is basically the same as baked ziti. Baked ziti and baked spaghetti are the same exact thing. These are the people who have a love for cheese. They want cheese on their spaghetti. You don't have to have cheese on spaghetti. That's the first thing. If you don't know how to make lasagna, just say so. If you going for putting cheese on your spaghetti and you want all that cheese, just say you don't know how to make lasagna. Just go ahead and admit it. Be like, hey, I don't know how to make lasagna, but you do. If you baking your spaghetti, and then here goes Tanya, it's a personal preference. Okay, whatever. Just say you don't know how to make lasagna. So they'll put about a ton of cheese on there. Baked spaghetti and baked ziti are the exact same thing. You changing noodles. And to be honest, it's still a noodle. One noodle don't taste no different than another noodle. It's about presentation. Macaroni and cheese noodles are basically spaghetti with cheese. It's all same thing. Noodles is noodles. If you go and get a recipe for pasta, the recipe don't change. Maybe the shape changes, all that kind of stuff. It's all the same thing. All the same thing. So now you go put it all in the oven. Now they put it in the oven because you don't know how to make lasagna. So you got baked spaghetti, you got baked ziti. Same thing. People be like, it's not the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Go get the recipe for baked ziti. Go get the recipe for baked spaghetti. Same ingredients. Spaghetti sauce or tomato base or whatever your base is gonna be a tomato base, your protein, your vegetables, all in there, bam, in the oven. You just changing the noodles. All it really is ricotta free lasagna. That's why I don't make lasagna anymore. I don't see the point in making a lasagna. I don't see a point in taking those noodles and layering noodles, meat layer. I can do the same thing with ziti. Can't do it with spaghetti. Can do it with ziti. Same thing. I'm making the same meal. I don't like ricotta cheese. First of all, if you like ricotta cheese, I already got a problem trusting you. I'm already gonna come with some trust issues. All of these things are the same thing. All Italian meals are the same. You start with one, you just hold or add. Hold or add. That's all it is. It's all the same thing. You know, I make a lasagna roll. A lasagna roll is ravioli. I make lasagna roll. It's ravioli. It's ravioli. A lasagna roll is ravioli. That's all it is. Y'all keep acting like y'all making something different. You're not making nothing different. Olive Garden is one meal. It's only one meal repeated. My daughter tried to be like, so what about chicken parmesan? Chicken parmesan is different. Chicken parmesan is a whole different meal. It's the seasonings that make the difference. What different seasoning do you put in ziti that you don't put in spaghetti? What's the different seasoning? Help me understand. What's the different season that you put in lasagna? Ain't no difference. You use the same seasoning. Italian. I feel like you're slandering Italian dishes. I'm not. It's all one dish. Pizza is spaghetti on bread. You replace the noodles with bread. That's all spaghetti is. That's all pizza is. Pizza is a baked spaghetti on bread. You would take your spaghetti, put it on a piece. That's it. It's all the same. Meat, pasta, sauce. Meat, pasta, sauce. And you just put a different name on it. Hi, this is baked spaghetti. Ooh, what's in it? Meat, pasta, and sauce. Okay. And cheese. Okay, this baked ziti. What's in this? Oh, meat, pasta, sauce, and cheese. Oh, okay. This is a lasagna. What's in it? Meat, pasta, sauce, and cheese. Same thing. All Lisa, and that see, this is when you know you got people and you've proven their theory wrong. When they start saying stuff like, "Well, we're all entitled to our own opinion." Sure, you're entitled to your opinion. That don't change the facts. That it's all the same meal over and over again. What is coconut cheese? See, now we're going too far. Coconuts don't make cheese. So I guess they took coconut milk and made that into some cheese, goat milk. Okay, whatever. Listen, cheese is all the same. It's good. You take a milk, you make a cheese. You're good. On pizza, what part of the spaghetti? What part is the spaghetti noodles? The bread. You just go ahead and lay the bread down. That's a big noodle. The bread's just a big noodle. Then you put all meat, sauce. And that's it. Meat, sauce, and cheese. Meat, salt, cheese. Meat, sauce, and cheese. It's all on that. All of it's the same thing. Ravioli. Meat, sauce, and cheese is just in the noodle. It's inside the noodle. Cannolis. All of those things. You got to watch them. Now you got to keep your eye on the Italian people because they'll stuff your noodle. Wait a minute. Let me come back. They'll stuff. They'll put stuff in your whole. They'll shove you full of. They'll put a bunch of cream in your. You just got to watch Italians because it ends up tasting the worst. You just And when I think about a lot of those Italian meals, they just took it. Everything's just baked pasta. See, Katrina, it's not appetizing. But for some reason, we still eat Italian food. And if there's any Italian people here, if any of the Mario brothers are watching, I apologize to y'all. Okay, I'm sorry, okay. Doesn't change the facts. Doesn't change the facts. And the last thing that I put up yesterday that was kind of controversial, people seem to have a problem with it. Some people are saying I shouldn't have said it, but I meant it. I meant it from the heart when I said it. All right, and I think that old black ladies have been given a pass on a lot of stuff for too long. They've been allowed to say whatever they want to say for years, and I want them to know the truth. Dear old black ladies, it is called ground beef, not hamburger meat. It is ground beef, not hamburger meat. Stop calling it hamburger meat. First of all, you don't even make hamburgers. Go in that Frigidaire, give me some hamburger meat. Where? If it's hamburger meat, that's the only thing you can make with it. You go to the store, y'all see the price on hamburger meat? No. I saw the price on ground beef, ma'am. I saw ground beef prices. I didn't see hamburger meat. If you're not buying those hamburger patties, that's hamburger meat. If it's in a patty, it's rounded up, that is a patty. It is not hamburger meat. If you're making hamburgers, then it is. Hamburger Helper don't even tell you to put hamburger meat in it. If you read the instructions on Hamburger Helper requires ground beef or ground protein, whichever one you want. You can use ground chicken, ground turkey, ground duck. If you fancy, that's the way rich people eat their Hamburger Helper. They use ground duck. And listen, this is how I know I'm right. Look at this comment. This is James Scott. James Scott is a white man, as you can see by the name James. And James says, I guess I'm an old black lady. My husband, who's an immigrant from Vietnam, there's a lot going on in that house. My husband, who's an immigrant from Vietnam, called from the grocery store because he couldn't find the hamburger meat I put on the list. Mind you, I don't think I've ever made hamburgers myself in my entire life, but it's still hamburger meat to me. It's wrong. We don't even need to call it patty meat, sir. We don't even need to call it patty meat, James. Here's the problem. We use ground meat in too many different things. It's in that same ziti and that same baked spaghetti, even though that's the same meal. It's in tacos. You take that ground beef, looking at that ground beef, what makes it difference between hamburger meat and taco meat? It's the same meat. It's the same meat. It's all ground up cow. And we taking foreign people. That man's from Vietnam. He ain't never heard of such thing as a hamburger meat. That man is in the store just trying to buy groceries for his husband, which was strange to say out loud. I just feel like if you got two men in the house, who does the groceries? Here's another thing that I need old black women to know, especially from the South. I know it's a Southern thing, but we gotta get it out of our vernacular. You don't make groceries. I'm getting ready to go make groceries. I was in the store making groceries. What were you making them out of? How do you make groceries? You don't make groceries. You shop for groceries. You purchase groceries. You're in the grocery store purchasing groceries. You're not making groceries. Who started that? What are the instructions to make groceries? What are the ingredients for groceries? Because if it's got ingredients, you still got to buy the ingredients. What? Katrina, we do not make groceries. I need y'all to stop. I'm not trying to be fancy, I'm just trying to be right. You can't make groceries. And if you're Southern, you grow up saying make groceries, then you go other places and you say that and they look at you crazy. See, honestly, I never heard of it until I moved to Virginia. But people in Virginia make groceries all the time. Go down here to make groceries. What? No, you're not. You're not making the groceries. The groceries come ready made. I ain't never had to assemble a can of corn. You don't go get corn and be like some assembly required. You got to put the can. You got to put the no. It's already there. We don't make it. We don't make groceries. You buy groceries. You purchase groceries. I don't have, some regional vocabulary I don't have a problem with. I know that when I go to the Midwest, when I go to the Midwest, if I'm in Chicago, Milwaukee, Indiana, any of those areas, I know I'm gonna throw everybody off if I ask, does that come with a soda? And they don't serve soda out there. They don't make soda. They make pop. There's pop out there. Yo, let me give me a pop. You go out there and be like, let me get a soda. They're gonna look at it. What, did you get a what? I don't know what you're talking about. A soda. They don't drink soda out Midwest. It's just not something they do. They do pop. First time I heard it, they're like, let me get a cold pop. What? So I thought they wanted a popsicle. I was ready to go get them a popsicle. I was ready to go into the freezer and get a popsicle. Let me get a cold pop. I like, oh, all right, it's weird that you want one of these in the middle of the day. I mean, I guess it's refreshing. I come back in there with a bomb pop, and they like, what is this? I wanted something to drink. So, no, you said you wanted a pop. Here you go. You asked me for a pop, I'm gonna give you a Tootsie Roll. Here in the South, pop is something you get. You get pop. And just look at James. What is pop? Coca-Cola. Every area's got regional things. Every area there are certain words that are only germane to where you live, and nobody else in the world says it. Listen, JD, don't call me Martin Luther the King. What gets me is tennis shoes and sneakers. They the same thing. Not everybody says them. Nobody can tell you today what makes a difference between a tennis shoe and a sneaker. I can put the same shoe in there. One person will call them a sneaker. You go to a certain area, they're gonna call them tennis. You call them tennis shoes, you ain't never played no tennis. But they basketball shoes, you ain't never played basketball in them. Tennis shoes, sneakers, no difference. Oh, you get to wear whatever you want to at the retreat.
No, whatever I want. This is what I'm wearing. So it's fine, comfortable, nothing too inappropriate.
Nothing too inappropriate.
Nothing too inappropriate. Nothing too bad.
You got to look at it. You wearing tennis shoes. You never played tennis. What are they? It's like my mama used to call dress shoes church shoes. Go in there and put on some church shoes. Depending on where you're going, hot dogs versus Frank versus wiener. Hot dog. Let me get a hot dog. Let me get a Frank. Let me get a wiener. I'm not saying glizzy, son. I'm a grown man. All right? I don't care what you kids say.
What's the glizzy, though?
A tennis shoe is an athletic shoe. A sneaker is a regular shoe like a Skechers. Gym shoes. We gotta break down this regionalism so that we can all speak the same language. When I was living in Arkansas, which I'm glad you made it out, Patricia, they called a bag a sack. We just talking about when you go to your local grocer and you purchase your groceries, they be like, let me go ahead and put that in a sack for you. And I'm like, you gonna put it in a sack? I don't need it in a sack. Just give me a bag. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know who said Fritz. I don't know who said friend girl. That's just I don't know what's going on with that. That don't sister friend I've heard. I ain't never heard friend girl. I think that was just somebody. Dolores, you just ran into somebody dyslexic. You got regional sayings. Only when you in DC, in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, you're gonna hear somebody talk about Bama. They be like, man, I ran to this Bama, man, this Bama this Bama that, man, these Bamas, Bama, 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 Bama. That's the only thing you're gonna hear there. Even regionally, it can get real super regional. Like I grew up in an age where you called a friend one of your boys that you hung with tight. You had they call everybody Joe. Yo, Joe. What up, Joe? And I'm like, I'm not Joe. It's not my name. I grew up in a time where you took all your friends, all your stick man. Lakeisha hit it right on the head. Hey, yo, that's my stick man, James. That's my stick man. It's my stick man, Todd. It's my stick man, Bobby. Stick man. You ain't gonna hear that nowhere else. Super regional term. Super regional term. I'm not talking about now. Oh, your homeboy. And see, I think homeboy goes a little further. Now, Lisa, and and then the day ones that's new. And if I can be frank, your mama's your only day one. Maybe your daddy. But your mama's your only day one. She the only one that's been with you since day one. Everybody else, they pick random days. Even if y'all been friends since you were 10, that's still your day 3,650. You ain't got no day ones. Home skillet is when you're going too far. What up, home skillet? And I've heard it, but you got to reach a certain age before you can start saying home skillet. Player works everywhere. What up there, player? What up, player? That's everywhere. Yeah, Ace Boon Coon, I don't even know where that came from, but not used everywhere. But Tanya, we gotta talk about the day ones. It don't matter. It don't matter. You don't have no day ones. If you and your stick girl been together since y'all were 10 years old, that's still your day 3,650. Terry, I don't even know what to say about Terry. Y'all forgive Terry, man. He's light-skinned and lightheaded. A trunk and a boot. Somebody's calling boots trunk. I ain't never heard of that. Now, New York is its own area in itself. Because New York's calling everybody God and son. And then and I don't really think, if you really grew up in the boroughs, Brooklyn, the Bronx, stuff like that, like, I worry about the feet of the men from New York. I really feel like when they get older, they not going to have good feet. They call you B, son, God, and they only wear Timbs. I need them to wear, man, one time I went to an athletic event in New York, man, and everybody had on Timbs. They're like, how y'all playing ball in Timbs? It's Timbs all the time. I don't understand it. They love it. Nah, I mean, son. Nah, I mean. It's the fact that I was able to read that in New York. I was able to read that in New York. Hey, man, it's a fun Friday, man. We had a good time in here today, man. And we've established some things. We really brought some clarity to some things. While I'm here, though, I got Terry Butler here. And Terry Butler is a musician's musician. Terry Butler sees the world in music notes. He knows what a crescendo is. He knows what a pregio is. A lot of people think a pregio is a pasta sauce, and he knows it's not. I made a comment yesterday too that wasn't as controversial, but I really would like people to chime in and tell me what they think about it. All right, before I let go, like Frankie Beverly. Before I let you go, I want to go over this. It is my firm belief, and y'all hear my heart on this. It is my firm belief that there are only two. There have been millions and millions of songs written in this lifetime. And Terry, I just need you here because you're a musical master. There have been millions and millions of songs written in this lifetime, on this planet, in this earth. There are only two perfectly written songs. Now, understand me when I say this. We have been blessed in this lifetime. I believe two of the greatest songwriters have worked together, and that is Mr. James Jam and Mr. Terrence Lewis. You all may know them as Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, but I call them. I believe they've done work that gets them full name recognition. James Jam and Terrence Lewis. I think they are amazing songwriters. Even they have not written perfect songs yet. There are only two perfect songs ever written. And those two songs are as follows. There are only two perfectly written songs in the history of music, not debatable. Total Praise by Richard Smallwood and As by Stevie Wonder. That's it. And Tanya, it's not about debating it. You can have an opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but let me let you know off the top, you are wrong. I can tear down any other two songs. Any other two songs. They may have amazing stanzas. The bridge may be great. The chorus may be phenomenal, but they do not have the refrain. May be great, but they don't have every single element. But there are but two songs in the history of songs that are perfect. There are songs that come close. Tennessee Whiskey was close. It failed. Tanya said, that's my opinion. And my opinion on this happens to be fact. And Tanya, I will allow you to have songs that you feel are perfect to you. But there are but two perfectly written songs in this earth. Total Praise and As. As is such a great song. As is such an amazing song. First of all, I was going to say As is amazing. And I was like, wait. Make sure you stay in there. Good morning, Denise. Tell Keisha I said hi. I heard you on vacation. Preparing yourself for some upcoming nuptials. So I'm good. I can't play Total Praise on here. We're talking lyrically written songs, lyrically and musically. Both songs. I can't play them both, James. Because I don't want this thing to get shut down. Lyrically and musically. As is such an amazing song. Most people don't even know it, and they don't even know the words. Man, Keisha is hilarious. Thank you, Denise. I appreciate it. It's great. Like Denise and Keisha are so tight. They do everything together. I love their bond. The bond between Denise and Keisha is so. Y'all should meet. One day I'm gonna bring them both on the show so that y'all can meet them. They are an amazing pair. Identical is not even a word to say. They're almost the same person. But Denise and Keisha, they go everywhere together. They do everything together. They eat, and even though I think it's weird for two grown people to always do everything together and dress alike, all that stuff, the two of them are great, but they're so opposite. It's amazing. Denise is one end. Everything that Denise is, Keisha isn't, and vice versa. It's amazing. Keisha makes groceries. Denise purchases them. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is, one is spaghetti, baked spaghetti. The other is baked ziti. Y'all may think they different, but they the same. I will take examples of any other perfect songs. Nobody. Oh Lord, the sharing men is a bit. You didn't have to put that out there personally, but I mean, y'all do what y'all do. That's a little nasty. All right, but y'all can feel free, and I'll give y'all 1 minute to try to even come with songs that could compete with Total Praise by Richard Smallwood and As by Stevie Wonder. Other than that, y'all can't. You can't come up with anything. Y'all got a minute. I give you a hot minute. Both, Terry, they're perfect songs. Key of B major, great. Total Praise is in the key of D flat major. And here's the thing. I can tell somebody to sing a song in the key of Total Praise, and they right there. I've used Total Praise to describe other songs. I need y'all to play that in the key of Total Praise. And people are like, exactly. Harmonically, Stevie. Harmonically and lyrically, both of those songs, perfect. Boom, 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 boom. When that boom, 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 when that comes in, you already gone. Boom, 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 boom. Huh? On that Stevie Wonder. When they play, let me tell you what Total Praise does to you. Total Praise immediately changes your behavior. If I'm in the club wilding out, drunk, everybody in the club getting tipsy, doing it all, on it. If I hear the first chords of Total Praise, listen, done. Everything changes. Your whole mood, your posture, everything. Total Praise make you sit up straight. You ain't never seen nobody slouch You ain't slouch when total praise comes on. Atheist, believer, whatever you are. When taken, when sang correctly, or when a choir sings total praise, and it don't matter what kind of choir it is, philharmonic, gospel, concert choir, operatic, anything, both of those songs. Have you ever listened? Listen, have you ever tried to do the math that's in the lyrics to the song as? Have you ever listened to the lyrics? Y'all, because you don't know them. The lyrics of that song are so deep, you can't even get it. As around the sun, the earth knows she's revolving, and the buds know the bloom in early May. Just as hate knows love's the cure, you can rest your mind assured that I'll be loving you always. As now can't reveal the mystery of tomorrow, but in passing, we'll grow older every day. Just as all that's born is new, you'll know what I say is true, that I'll be loving you always. Then try to do the math. Try to do the math. Try to do the math of how long Stevie said that he'll be loving you always. Until the ocean covers every mountain high, I will still love you always. Until the dolphin flies. Y'all, have a great day, man. Love you. And parrots live at sea. Do I need to come get you from the retreat, right? I think that's what the thing said. I get you from the retreat at 2. Okay. But y'all text me and let me know. Back to it. Until the dolphin flies and parrots live at sea always, until we dream of life and life becomes a dream. Let me give you even more time frames of which that man says he's gonna love you. Until the trees and seas just up and fly away. When you dedicate yourself to somebody, when you tell a woman, I'm gonna love you until the trees and seas just up and fly away. Here's my favorite one. Until the day that 8 times 8 times 8 is 4. Listen to what the man said. Until the day that 8 times 8, which is 64, times 8, a whole nother 8, 32, 592. That is 592. Until the day that 592 equals 4. Until the day that 8 times 8 times 8 is 4, always. Until the day that is the day that are no more. Until the day the earth starts turning right to left. Until the world just starts going the other way. Still finna love you. Until the earth, just for the sun, denies itself. Until the day that dear Mother Nature says her work is through. Until the day that you are me and I am you. Until the rainbow burns the star out of the sky. Listen, Stevie Wonder did that without drugs. You what? Can you got to melt. If a man pledges to love you until the trees and seas just up and fly away, until the day that 8 times 8 times 8 is 4, until the day that is the day that are no more, until the day the earth starts turning right to left, until the earth just for the sun denies itself, until dear Mother Nature says her work is through, until the day that you are me and I am you, and we till we change bodies. Until the rainbow burns the stars out of the sky, until the ocean severs every mountain high. Always. Come on, man. You give me some lyrics that match that. Listen, You've heard it. And that's the thing about the song. Denise is like, I gotta listen to the song. You've heard the song before. That's how great that song is. You've heard it and you know it. You just like, oh my God, oh, that song. When you hear it, you'll be like, oh, that song. Lord, I will lift my eyes to the hills, knowing my help is coming from you. Your peace you give me in time of the storm. You are, there's not a lot of lyrics. He didn't even have to write long. You are the source of my strength. You are the strength of my life. I will lift my hands in total praise to you. That's it. Ain't no more lyrics to that song. I just gave you all of them. Lord, I will lift. This is how I knew that song was great. A good choir takes 37 minutes to read just that, Lord, I will lift. Lord, I will lift. That right there. That's what it's called, Denise. Lord. Like everybody gets a little something in it. Terry, you out there, you a whole choir director, you get the really choir direct on that song. Lord, I will lift to the listen, you can do so much with that heels. You can do so much with that, those heels. Listen, those heels got peaks and valleys. I'll tell you that right now. Listen. No. It is so much in there. It's the song itself. Its layers is so juicy. You can't. And you don't even have to, on the first you are, you don't have to go hard. You don't even have to go hard on that first you are. But that second one, you are, listen, you got to drag it out. You can't stay here. You can't, you are, nope. Lord. Come on. I will lift. You got to say the T. And see, listen, this is why I love that song. Because you can't black people lift. Black people lift. Liff. In total praise, you have to lift. Lord, I will lift. 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 You gotta lift. You hear the T. So often we've drunk tea, but how many songs make you hear the T? Lift. And they make y'all say hills right. Hills. It ain't heels. See, so many people, you can't tell what they talking about, a mountain or shoes. Your choir ain't allowed to say heels. You got to say hills. Oh, you can't be lazy on it. That song brings everything. You got to sit. You got to sing from your dog. Lord. You got to, And I know, Terry, I'm probably singing it in C minus plus negative sharp key off. But it's just a great song. Total praise. I'm gonna tell you what it does. It separates the singers. If you want to know if somebody can really sing, that's the test. We didn't even need American Idol. That's what the first round of American Idol should be. Hey, come here real quick. Sing Total Praise. If you can't sing Total Praise, you don't go to the next round. Because Total Praise is gonna separate. That you are. That dang right there, you are. That's gonna separate everybody. You can't just come into that you are any kind of way. And then it takes you so high, you crescendo so high, and then you gotta go, I lift my hands in total. You're going down the steps. You are literally walking down the steps of heaven. You get up there, and Richard be like, break it down. I lift my hands in total praise. Hey, listen, you can't get that. If you can't get that threefold amen, amen, and it's easy. As always, the tenor part is simple. You walk right down the steps. It's right there. The 3-4, amen. Amen. The fellas, because we easy. The tenors, we got it easy. Everybody else got no, it's too much. It's perfect. Well done, Richard. Well done. Well done. If you roll that body out to total praise, everybody falling out. It's already been outlawed in 17 states. You cannot sing that as they roll the body out. It almost kills everybody else up. Amen. Amen. Yeah, I guess the alto part ain't that hard. Amen. That 3-4 amen, that thing. Amen. So yeah, y'all own it. You own it. We gonna get out of here. We gonna get out of here. Perfect. And then y'all gotta listen to Stevie Wonder by Stevie Wonder is just great. It's a good song. I'm getting ready to get out of here. It's been fun, people. It's been fun. I don't want my show to I would play some of it, but my show's gonna get shut down. And man, amazingly, we're gonna have another amazing weekend, man. Today is Friday. A lot of people live for Friday, live for the weekend, man. But don't forget to enjoy today. Don't be just looking so forward to this evening and tomorrow that you missed the gentle, the tender moments of right now. Like, let's look forward to all of it that we get, man. We've been blessed to get to this point. I want y'all to enjoy yourself, have a great weekend, no matter what your weekend may bring you, man. Have a good time. There's people out there. I gotta give a big shout out to my cousin Carl. Today is his birthday, man. So merry birthday. He was born in 1979. He's an older gentleman, man. So happy 44 to him, man. Merry birthday to him. I got friends that are getting married in strange places. I got friends that are getting married out in Mexico. So congratulations on your wedding. I hope your wife knows she got a player for life and everybody miss them. I didn't get invited to the wedding. I want to go to a wedding in Mexico. I think it'll be great. I don't know whether you say I do or arriba. So that's going to be great. Whatever you're doing this weekend, just try to enjoy yourself, man. It's going to be another fantastic day. I'm going to have fun. Commander fans, y'all, my condolences. For 1 week in my life, I'm actually going for the 49ers. I hope they beat the Cowboys. And I hope they beat them mercilessly. I'm going to get out of here, man. Y'all have a fantastic day, man. Final weekend, man. And one thing that you could put on today that you should wear every day is your smile. It makes you look so much better. I'm out.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Funny Man, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off